proclamation of the righteous judgment of God, who will render to every man according to his works. To them that by patience and well-doing seek the glory and honor of incorruption, eternal life. But unto them that are factious, and obey not the truth, but obey unrighteousness, shall be wrath and indignation, tribulation and anguish, upon every soul of man that worketh iniquity, of the Jew first, and also of the Greek. But glory and honor and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For there is no respect of persons with God. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law, and as many as have sinned under the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law are justified, but the doers of the law shall be justified. For when Gentiles that have not the law do by nature enter the law, these, not having the law unto themselves, and that they show the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience bearing witness therewith, and their thoughts one with another, accusing or else excusing them, in the day when God shall judge the secrets of men according to the gospel by Jesus Christ. But if thou bearest the name of the Jew, and restest upon the law, and gloriest in God, and knowest his will, and approvest the things that are excellent, being instructed out of the law, and art confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind, a light of them that are in darkness, a corrector of the foolish, a teacher of babes, having in the law the form of knowledge and of the truth. Thou therefore that teachest thou not thyself? Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou rob temples? Thou who gloriest in the law, through thy transgression of the law dishonourest thou God. For the name of God is blasphemed among the Gentiles because of thee, even as it is written, for circumcision indeed profiteth, if thou be a doer of the law. But if thou be a transgressor of the law, thy circumcision is become uncircumcision. Therefore the uncircumcision keep the ordinances of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be reckoned for circumcision? And shall not the uncircumcision which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who with the letter uncircumcision art a transgressor of the law? For he is not a Jew who is one of the law, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew who is one of the law. And circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, not in the letter, whose praise is not of man, but of God. Romans 3. What advantage then hath the Jew? And what is the profit of circumcision? Much every way. First of all, that they were entrusted with the earth of God. For what is sounding without faith? Shall their want of faith make of none affect the faithfulness of God? God forbid, yea, let God be found true, but every man liar. As it is written, thou mightest be justified in the world, and mightest prevail when thou comest into judgment. But if our righteousness commendeth the righteousness of God, what shall we say? Is God unrighteous who visiteth with wrath? We speak after the manner of men. God forbid, for then how shall God judge the world? But if the truth of God through no lie abounded unto his will, why am I also still judged as a sinner? And why not, as we are slanderously reported, and as some furthermore say, let us do evil, that good may come, whose condemnation is just? What then? Are we better than they? No, no, otherwise. For we before laid to the charge both Jews and Greeks, that they are all deceived. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none that There is none that seeketh after God. They have all turned aside. They are together become one. There is none that doeth good, no man, so much as one. Their throat is an open sepulchre. With their tongue they have used deceit. The poison of asps is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Their feet are swift to shame, destruction and misery, and the way of peace have they not followed. There is no fear of God before them. Now we know that what things soever the Lord saith, it speaketh to them that are under the law, that every mouth may be stopped, and all the world may be brought under the judgment of God. Because by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for through the law cometh the knowledge of sin. But now apart from the law, the righteousness of God hath